Hi! Today I'm going to demonstrate for you my quick, clean, and simple card with the beautiful multi-seasonal blended season stamp set. The blended season stamp set is available in a bundle with the Stitch Seasons framelits dies, and both of these are limited edition, available August 2018 only. My Blended Seasons card is a SIP card. Have you heard of those? I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 17 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand stamped smiles. SIP means stamps, ink, and paper. So with just stamps, ink, and paper, I was able to make my quick, clean, and simple Blended Seasons card. Here's a closer view of the limited edition Blended Seasons stamp set and the Stitch Seasons framelits dies. When you order the two of these together using the special bundle item number I've listed right here, you'll save 10% on both. And you can see why you'd want both of them when you look at all of these fabulous stamps and the dies. Now these are available only through August 31st, 2018. If supplies last. They could run out before then. So you don't want to dawdle. You'll want to get over right away to my online store, www.shopwithshelley.com, to pick up this fabulous limited edition bundle. And so today we're going to use these flowers. Aren't they beautiful? But there's so much more in this stamp set. Look at this greeting. Crazy about this. You're the friend everyone wishes they had. What a sweet thing to send to somebody. And I always like the mix of the fonts. We've got the script and the print, and then we've got the leaves, and we've got the holly berry, and oh, we can make wedding cards and greetings to go with all these, and that'll be pretty too. And then look at these dies. So we've got framelits and thinlits. This will die cut the bell. Won't that be sweet? And those flowers, this flower and the leaves, love that. That bow, so sweet. I use that for an exclusive card for my Stamping Playground membership site. And the leaf, the little fleur-de-lis, a lot going on here. And look at this. Isn't that a beautiful die? That shape, love it. And what makes this extra special is that, see this stitching? It's going to do stitching in what they call both the positive and the negative. And so when you die cut and you have that piece that you die cut in that pretty shape, you know, to use as a layer, you'll have stitching all around the outside. But if you want to use the piece, you know, that you just die cut the hole, so the hole is out of there, you'll have stitching all around that too. So on the positive and negative. Oh my goodness, so pretty. And I intended to use both, but it worked out that I ended up with a SIP card. And that's so clean and simple, but I just really loved using these flowers. So we'll put aside the stitch shaped framelits dies. And so because I was doing a clean and simple card, I wanted to use Whisper White cardstock. And so this is so quick, so let me show you the difference. If you want to use white cardstock, I highly recommend the Whisper White cardstock. It has a tight finish, so you get a beautiful stamped image. And so here's the regular Whisper White, and so this is the base of my card, and it's rather flimsy for that, great for layering, but look how the same great finish, but look how much sturdier that is. So this is great for card bases, and I also like it for watercoloring. And so I thought, well, okay, so trying to figure out my card, I just went ahead and stamped it in the corner and loved it. I thought, oh my goodness. And then I did my greeting and it wasn't straight. And so I had to do it again, and I didn't get the stamp in the same place. And I liked the way I did it the first time. I thought, okay, we're going to fix that. And how we're going to do it, we're going to use my Stamparatus. So I have it all lined up where I want it. So here's one of the plates. And let me show you. You know, I'm using a red rubber stamp, so it's on the foam, and so I'm going to use it just like it is. But if I was using a photopolymer, you know, one of the clear stamps, it's just the rubber without the foam. We've got this matte to go with it, so to get a good image. But we don't need that today. But because I'm going off the edge of my paper, I do have a piece of scrap paper. I went ahead and cut this to 7 by 7. Okay, so I've got my Whisper White thick cardstock. Oh, no, that's the, I thought, wait a minute, that doesn't feel right. Here's the thick. And I did this so we can put it right in the corner. We could use the magnet, but because I'm right in the corner, I think we'll be okay without it. So I'm going to use the Highland Heather Classic Stampin' Pad. Boy, these purples in the new lineup are beautiful. The Highland Heather and the Gorgeous Grape. So to open these new pads, so simple. You just pick it up and slide it in. And just in case I got some ink on me, I wipe it on my stamping sleeve so I don't end up smudging my cards. Here we go. So we'll just give this a good inking. All right. And go overhead. Come over here and stamp. So let's just make sure we press everywhere. I notice that I tend to leave this, and so I thought we'll just make sure I press on that part. But the beautiful thing about the Stamparatus, if you don't get a full stamped image or you wish it was darker, oh, did a great job. You know, I ink it up again and I'm right where I was. So perfect. So isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm just loving it. And so, okay, now I need a greeting. And so this is my August 2018 thank you card. I thought, well, I need the thank you stamp. So I'm using another plate. So I don't have to take that off. Isn't that great? I don't have to take it off and do this. I could do it all at one time. So let me push this up so you can see. So I got my thank you on here. I'm still in the corner. And this time we'll use Gorgeous Grape. So remember, you just pick this up, slide it in, and that quick second save a lot of frustration from smudging your cards. All right, so let me bring this back where you can see it. So this is back in the corner. And right here, so we'll just press across the whole thing. Not extra hard. We just want to press, make sure we get a good image. And isn't that pretty, that contrast? And so I looked at this and I just loved it. But I can't seem to leave well enough alone. Thought, what would happen? Could I? And I did. I turned it over. So let's make sure I grab the Highland Heather. Isn't that cool? You've got the labels for the color so you can see, and then it's written on here, but while it's open, because that definitely looks lighter than the Gorgeous Grape. So that makes it easier. Those labels are on the back. So let's ink this up again. Okay. And come over here and stamp. So, perfectly positioned. I didn't touch my thank you, and we know I need to press a little bit there. There we go. Not pressing hard, I'm just rubbing everywhere. And then, okay. Still a little bit. That ink is on there. I could re-ink it, but let's just do this. Press. Okay, got it. Wow. Isn't that pretty? So love it, love it, love it. Okay, so then I got thinking, what about my envelopes? And here, I've got a Whisper White envelope, and boy, again, it takes ink for a beautiful stamped image. So the first time what I did, I had it coming across this corner. And I'm going to show you why I didn't stay with that. Okay, so I've got it right here. I'm going to do the back side and for this corner. So let's go ahead again with our Highland Heather. And it'd be easier if I stay at the Highland Heather. I guess I could jump to the Gorgeous Grape, but I don't have to clean the stamp if I just stay at the Highland Heather. And I like it a lot. And let's go ahead. Now this is the back side. I normally wouldn't do the back, but I wanted to show you why I wasn't as thrilled with this as much as I liked how it looked. Now I'm going over 2 layers here, so okay, it turned out really nice. But I went ahead and used an actual address and had a really long street address, and I had the room for it, but I thought, I don't know how much the post office would like this right in with the words, and as it's going through the machine and it's being read, you know, digitally, would it interfere? I thought, okay, no, probably not a great idea. So what we're going to do instead, I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way, come off the edge. I love this about the Stamparatus, that we only have these 2 corners so we can line it up, but we have this open area that I can do this. I can go off the edge. All right, and so look what we're going to do. We're going to catch just part of it. And so again with our Highland Heather. So we'll have that pretty decoration, but, oops, I did the wrong end. Let's do this end. We'll have the pretty decoration without interfering. And the Whisper White envelopes, you can also order those in my online store. And I just love a beautiful envelope. We do all this work to make a pretty handmade card, and to me it all starts with the envelope. And so there we go. Isn't that nice? Oh, see, I got ink. I should have wiped it on my stamping sleeve. That's why I use my stamping sleeve, so that doesn't happen. And I'll have a link under the screen where you can pick some up so you don't ruin envelopes in your handmade cards too. All right, so let me put this aside, and you know what? Take this off. You could leave that one on, but you don't want to fold this one over. So let me just take that off and set that aside. And I've got a little bit more to do to the card I want you to see, because I looked at it, I thought, I wonder what would happen. So here's our handmade card. And if I just add a little bit of yellow to the center, you know, we need to close these. So here what we're gonna do, we're just gonna push a little bit with our thumb, pull on that, and let's do this one, push. There we go, and we've learned our lesson. Let's do a quick wipe. Okay, and so these watercolor pencils, it's assortment too. Now these are available in August 2018, and they may show up again. So, but 10 more colors to the original watercolor pencils. And if you really enjoy using these, go ahead and grab these up, because I don't know when or if we'll see them again. I'm thinking we will, but who knows when. And so here we've got, look at these colors. We've got Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry. We're going to use that today. Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, and Gorgeous Grape. Okay, so I thought, well, what would happen? And I showed my husband, and actually I showed him this card with just this part, and then I showed it with both, and he says, boy, they're both really lovely, but he picked this one, so we'll blame him. Then I went back to my room. I thought, well, if I just add a little bit of color in the center. Now, normally you would take either your aqua painter or blender pen and smooth that out, but if I did, I'd end up with a purple-yellow mixture, which I don't want because the classic pads are not permanent. But this just added that little bit of color, and isn't that lovely? So if you don't like to color, I mean, I'm crazy about this card. Clean, simple, very quick and easy to make sip card, and then that little touch of color to dress it up. And there you go with the beautiful Blended Seasons stamp set. And of course, you're going to want the Stitch Seasons Framelits dies. And when you place your August 2018 Stampin' Up! Order of $25 or more in products, I'm going to send you one of my quick, clean, and simple Blended Seasons cards. If you'd like to make my quick, clean, and simple Blended Seasons card, all the supplies are listed under the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. But remember, the Blended Seasons stamp set and the Stitch Seasons Framelits dies, well, they're available August 2018 only, if supplies last. So get on over now to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamp smiles. Thanks for watching.